This is 32-year-old Finnish heavyweight boxer Robert Helenius. He's 6'7" and known as the Nordic Nightmare, and he boasts a professional record of 22 wins from 23 fights.
It was a football commentator in Germany who said I looked like a Nordic Nightmare. I said, that works for me, and so the name stuck.
Although he was born in the Swedish capital Stockholm, Robert grew up in the Finnish town of Porvoo. He first laced up a pair of boxing gloves at the tender age of 5.
I had an ordinary Finnish childhood in an ordinary Finnish family. I went to school like other children, but my dad was a boxing trainer, and he would take me to the gym with him. As a kid, I played football, ice hockey, all kinds of sports, even American football. But boxing was always the sport closest to my heart. It gave me an adrenaline rush. It made me feel really good.
When my son was 16, I predicted that he would someday become a professional world champion.
As an amateur, Robert won 105 of his 144 bouts, with the highlight being a silver medal at the European Amateur Championships in 2006. He turned professional 2 years later and quickly racked up 18 consecutive victories, with 11 of those coming by way of knockout.
I'm a technical boxer. I've got a powerful right hand and I hit hard. I haven't had to strategize too much in my career. I've just let loose with my fists. It's difficult to explain, but let's just say that I'm big and I keep my distance. I always aim to make sure that the guy I'm fighting goes down.
Towards the end of last year, Robert faced Germany's Franz Rill for the European heavyweight title. The fight took place in Finland's capital, Helsinki. An injury back in 2013 had forced Robert out of the sport for 2 years, but the bout against the then undefeated Rill gave him aspirations of a world title shot. Robert knocked Rill down in the first and fourth rounds, but he couldn't manage to get the stoppage. The Big Finn ended up winning a unanimous 12-round decision. Having already defeated 3 former world champions, his career appeared to be back on track.
Well, I was expecting to knock Rill out, but he ran away a lot and didn't want to stand and trade punches with me. To be fair, his team had done their homework and they prepared their man in a way that frustrated me somewhat. They'd done their research well, but overall, it was a very good fight and the European Championship belt came back with me to Finland.
Although boxing has long enjoyed popularity in Finland, the nation has never produced a professional male world champion. It's Robert's quest to change that in the forthcoming years. However, in front of his home fans in Helsinki, his dreams took a blow when he suffered a first professional defeat in his last fight. He was beaten by France's Johan Duhaupas in early April and is now on the comeback trail.
Losses are very tough for a father to take. When your son gets beaten up, you do often wonder as both a father and a trainer if it's worth continuing.
Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder are the current champions in the heavyweight division, and Robert has already had an offer to fight for a world title.
We could have fought Wilder last December. But in the end, we had to turn it down because of the European Championship fight. We were committed to fight, and we had to take it.
Despite his recent setback, Robert firmly believes that he has what it takes to reach the very top. And he's not afraid to put in the hours of long, hard work that's so vital in becoming a world champion.
It's very important to stay mentally tough. You have to be strong in your mind. I'm very happy to be able to compete for the European title, but it's the World Championship that I'm after. I'm very resilient. I proved that by bouncing back from the injuries that I suffered. I had to work so hard to get back in the sort of condition that I'm in now.
With longtime champion Vladimir Klitschko having been recently deposed by Britain's Tyson Fury, a new era has begun in heavyweight boxing.
My plan is to win the world title. I've had this dream for many years. I had difficulties for a few years, and when I left my old promoter, Sauerland, I had some problems. Now, I'm trying to move forward towards the World Championship.
We wish Robert Helenius well in his pursuit of world glory.